Guys, as we have discussed in the previous video about the crystal field splitting in tetrahedral and octahedral complex. So this video is about the crystal field stabilization energy in octahedral complex. If you haven't watched the previous video, the link is given in the description. So moving on to the CFSC, that is the crystal field stabilization energy in octahedral complex. Let us brief about the crystal field splitting in octahedral complex. These are the 5 degenerate d orbitals. As the ligand approaches the octahedral complex, we know that the ligand approaches octahedral complex in the axial direction. In the axial direction, there are dx square minus y square and dz square are lying. Hence, they experience the more repulsion. Hence, their energy level is increased. Then comes the non-axial orbitals, that is the dxy, dyz and dzx. They experience no repulsion, hence their energy decreases. Hence in this way the degenerate d orbitals will split into two different energy levels, that is Eg and T2g. Now the energy difference between the T2g is minus 4dq and the energy difference between the Eg, that is Eg energy level, is plus dq. So this can also be written as minus 0.6 delta naught, and this can be written as minus 0.4 delta naught. So the whole splitting energy is represented by delta naught, which is known as the crystal field stabilization energy, or also known as the crystal field splitting energy in octahedral complex. So this O refer to the octahedral complex. To calculate the crystal field stabilization energy delta naught, the formula is minus 0.40 delta naught, that is the value of the energy level of T2g into number of n into T2g, where n refers to the number of electron in the T2g orbital, plus 0.6 delta naught, that is the energy level of Eg, into n into Eg, that is the number of electron in the Eg orbital, plus n into P, where P refers to the pairing energy, where P refers to the pairing energy, where n is the number of electron paired. So as the number of electron gets paired, it gives the total pairing energy, the energy required for pairing. So this is the formula to calculate the crystal field stabilization energy in octahedral complex. Let us solve some problem so we can get an idea how to calculate the CFSC. So here, to calculate CFSC for D2, there are 2 electrons in the d orbitals. So we have to fill for the T2g level. We have to fill in this way. So the number of electron in the T2g is, let's write here, minus 0.40 delta naught into number of electron in the T2g level is into 2 electrons. Then comes plus 0.60 delta naught into number of electron in the Eg level. The number of electron in the Eg level is 0, so it would be 0. For number of paired electron is 0, hence it is 0. Then the delta naught for D2 system is, it is 0.80 delta naught. So similarly for D3, system, here another electron comes here. So the filling to the T2g level, another electron gets filled here. Then the number of electron in the T2g level is 3. Then comes for n of Eg, there are no electron in the Eg level. Then no electrons here are paired, hence 0 into pairing energy. Then this would become 1.2 delta naught. Now let us consider the example for D4 system, that is For d4 orbital, there are 4 electrons in the d orbitals. It can be filled in this way, that is T2G3, and there is a probability of spinning pairing of this electron in this way, or there is a chance of electron being added to the Eg orbital. So this happens when the complex is low spin complex. This happens when the complex is high spin. Now the low spin complex actually occurs when delta naught for low spin complex occurs when delta naught is greater than pairing energy. That is, the energy difference is higher, so the electron cannot be added to the Eg orbital, hence it gets paired. That is, the pairing energy is least, hence pairing occurs easily. For high spin, the delta naught is less than the pairing energy. Here the delta naught, the energy difference is low, so that the electron can be easily added to the Eg orbital. Here the pairing energy is high, so the pairing of electron needs more energy. Hence the electron is easily added to the Eg orbital. Here in the low spin, the delta naught, that is the CFSE energy, is high. Hence the electron is not added to the Eg, it is rather added to the T2G itself. Hence here the pairing occurs. Here the CFSE is high. The CFSE, that is delta naught, is low. Hence easily electron is added to the Eg level. So to calculate the CFSE for a low spin, that is delta naught for low spin complex, it would be minus 0.40 delta naught into number of electron in the T2G level is 1, 2, 3, 4, it is into 4, plus number of electron in the Eg level is, for low spin Eg level is 0, and number of pairing occurs here, number of paired electron is 1 into P. Now it would become 1.6 delta naught plus P. So this is the value of CFSE for a low spin complex for D4 system. Then comes delta naught for a high spin. It would be minus 0.40 into delta naught into number of electron in the T2G level is 3 electron in the T2G level, plus 0.6 delta naught into number of electron in the Eg level is 1, plus number of electrons paired is 0. It would become minus 1.2 delta naught plus 0.6 delta naught. So the CFSA would become minus 0.6 delta naught. So this is how we calculate the CFSE for both low spin as well as the high spin complex. Let's consider another example. So for a D5 system in a low spin, as the delta naught, that is the crystal CFSE energy, is high, hence the electron gets paired up. That is, after filling 3 electrons, the electron is not added to the Eg because the delta naught is high, hence the pairing energy is least, hence the pairing occurs easily. So there are 2 paired electrons in the low spin. For the high spin, after filling single electrons in the T2G level, as the delta naught, that is the energy difference, is least and the pairing energy is highest, hence easily the 2 electrons is added to the Eg level. Now for delta naught for a low spin, that is for the delta naught for the low spin, it would be minus 0.40 delta naught into number of electron in the T2G is 5 into 5 plus 0.60 delta naught into number of electron in the EG level is 0 plus number of electrons, number of paired electrons are 2, hence it is 2p. Now minus 0.40 into 5, it would be minus 2.0 delta naught plus it would become 0. Now it would be 2p. This is the CFSC of low spin complex in d5 system. Now coming to the crystal field stabilization energy of a d5 system in the high spin complex, it would be minus 0.40 delta naught into number of electron in the T2G is 1, 2 and 3. Now plus 0.60 delta naught into number of electron in the EG level is 1, there are 2 electron in the EG level, and then number of paired electron is, there are no paired electrons, hence it is 0 into p. Now this would become minus 1.2 delta naught, that is minus 0.40 into 3, it would be minus 1.2 delta naught plus this would become plus 0.60 into 2, it is plus 1.2 delta naught. This would get cancelled, hence it would be 0. That is the CFSC, that is the crystal field stabilization energy for a d5 system in the high spin complex is 0. So in this way we can calculate the CFSC in octahedral complexes for different system.